2025 has been a really weird year, which is why I was excited to go to Beltane in Malibu, and I thought it would be fun to vlog about it. However, I've never made a vlog before, but I realized during editing that I'm a shorts creator, and I do not film every aspect of my life. But I do think I was able to document a very special ritual that I would like to share with all of you. This Beltane ritual was hosted by the Green Man store in Burbank, California, and led by the Temple of Ced. There were a few activities I wanted to do before the ritual started, like leaping over the bonfire, even though it's not a real fire for safety reasons. And then I went and checked the working altar that was set up and placed my intentions there with the permission of the High Priestess. And then we were all called to prepare for ritual.
Back in nature, first time we've been here since
2011. 2011.
2011, when we got absolutely wasted.
Yes. Yes, we did.
We're not doing that this time.
No, that was bad.
Oh, God, that was bad. Yeah. This year's going to be a bit different. Those of you who have been doing classes with me know that I've been talking for a number of years about Beltane and the spirit of Beltane, fecundity, fertility, and for that reason, Beltane very often is a ritual where we come together and we celebrate fertility and fecundity, and we actually take people that want to get pregnant and we put them on the billy tree, on the maypole, our axis mundi, and we do the work around them, and basically we tie them into the axis mundi for a couple of weeks to see what comes up. Of course, then, if we're talking about fecundity, and therefore Beltane is famous for nookie and fun. And that's all well and good for the full moon, or you embrace it as a dark moon Beltane and say, okay, that's going to make a difference to the work. So this year, we have a dark moon Beltane.
Yep.
Whoa, So those of you who have done Beltane with us before, this is going to be a bit different this year. We are not going to be tying victims to our maypole in order for them to get pregnant. We will, however, for those of you who are inherently sadists, we will be tying people to the maypole.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You.
it's okay. We're not going to completely leave you without. Dark Moon Beltane is for us to use the seasonal quality of fecundity and fertility, but we're going to do it towards what one does at Dark Moon, is to establish a different reality. We're at the Dark Moon crossroads where we're going to do spell work. So today we're actually going to do a crafting. We're going to do a spell working, and we're going to use the spirit of Beltane for us as a people, as a group, as a community. We are going to do a working that is going to be all about us as a collective. Whatever's going on in our world right now, it needs to not be impacting our lives. It needs to be out there. It needs to be on the outside of our sacred space. It needs to be in the rest of the world, that if we choose to, we make a journey across that boundary and we go and we do what we need to do that feels right to each one of us, and then we come back into our sacred space. Because, guys, this could be the ride for a while, and this is your life. And as long as you are reactionary, then you are giving your life into the hands of whoever is pushing your buttons.
Yes.
So tonight's work is going to be basically a working where we are going to look to the establishment of boundaries. And when we talk about boundaries, we're not talking about a physical place. We're talking about a cosmic boundary to our universe within. That as we walk through the world, we either invite people inside our enclosure or we tell them to stay the hell out. Right?
And all y'all here today, welcome to our bubble. What's a fetch, Griffin?
A fetch is a magical construct. It's going to be a guardian or ward that is going to protect the parameter and the boundary of our sacred space, so that inside we can live in magic and sacredness, and outside anything that wants to screw with us is going to get a face full of dragon.
Yeah.
We are the magical people that your mother warned you about.
Yes, we are the weirdos, mister.
So at times we're going to, like, you know, do a little turn on the pin and get very serious and get the work done. And at times we're going to be full of laughter and heresy and rambunctiousness, because that's just the way we fly. We figured other people's voices will get lost without being mic'd, so we're going to make it very simple and easy. And here we go. We call upon the winds of creation. We call upon the earths and the breath of the dragon. We call upon the forces of witchery to be with us here in this sacred place today. To the north we call creativity, creation itself. Mother, hand of fate, be with us. To the south we call upon the memory of our ancient lands cursing in our blood, the fecundity and the power of our people rising within us. To the east we call upon our gods and the rising heavens into the darkness where the stars burn bright. We call upon the Venus flame and upon the motions of all our bright gods. And to the west we call upon the ancestors of our blood and our bone cursing in the rivers of ancestry. With the west we call you, dearly beloved ones, join us. Black spirits and white, red spirits and grey, mingle, mingle, mingle who may. Thought of tap, around and about, a world within and a world without. A world within and a world without. The good stay in and the ill stay out. Here where the ways meet and the ways part, we call upon the raising of our Axis Mundi, our sacred billy tree. With the red and white ribbons of fertility and life woven upon our Axis Mundi, may the Axis Mundi of this community and these people of the moon, these children of the dragon, may we be powerful and may we flourish. Under the branches of our tree, may all tribes of witchery gather as one, a grand coven, at each other's back in solidarity. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Presentation of witchery itself, I call upon the three women who will work this cauldron of life. And in this cauldron of life, we are going to set the form of our fetch. So what I mean by that is how the fetch is going to look. We're not going to give it life just yet. The whole process is going to be to bring it into life. But we've got to start with the shape. We've got to form the clay. And forming the clay in the shape of our fetch will be done now by the three women working this cauldron of life. And the form of the fetch that we're going to make, so that we're all on the same page, because we don't want you making all kinds of different stuff, it's going to get confusing. I'm going to give you a visual, and the visual is a nice big black gnarly fucking dragon. Family friendly.
Family dragon, yes, that. Nice big black family dragon.
Every time I say something I shouldn't, could you just shout at me, family friendly?
Family friendly!
Thank you. What we're doing is a big black dragon that shall live in the shadows, be invisible, and yet it's going to have gnarly big teeth, and it's going to have eyes of a hawk, and it's going to have wings so it can ward from above, and it has claws that it can rend and ward on the earth, and it is going to be full of attitude. To give it the attitude, we're going to do that next step. Right now, we're just going to do the form, okay? And so I call upon our three witches. You know who you are. There you go. There. Now, we don't actually work Maid Mother Crone, but I'll let you figure out if you want to. It's up to you.
The other one.
What they're going to do is they are going to carry the wreath around, and as they pass you, I want you to visualize this dragon. I want you to use your hands. You cannot do witchcraft with your hands in your pockets. When you get your hands up in the air, and I want you to be sending that form that they capture in the cauldron, okay? Dragon, come, dragon, feel. Dragon, come, dragon. Now the next thing is, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a chant. I'll give you the chant. When I say, screw the shit, then everybody is going to give up trying to weave, and we're all going to go fast as we can. Skip, run. We're all going to go clockwise and bind our 3 witches into the center. And when we turn to do that, we're going to do a lovely little ditty that we got from Orion, bless his heart. And we're going to do,
I weave.
I wind, I bind, this spell is mine. So I wind, I bind, this spell is mine is what we're going to do when we all go clockwise. Until that point, we're going to do it. We're going to try an old chant that I was given years ago, which is, old ones watch and old ones keep us safe and in their ways. Old ones watch and old ones keep us safe and in their ways. Okay?
Yep.
So that's going to be our chant for doing the weaving, and then we're going to do that. When we come into the center, I want us all to go nice and quiet. And just... I'm not even going to try and do 1, 2, 1, 2. That's just a waste of time. I want you to look at the person next to you, and you either need to be face to face or back to back. You either need to be face to face or back to back.
So I'm face to face with you.
Go under.
Old ones watch and old ones keep us safe. And in their ways. Watch and old ones keep us safe. And in their ways. And you go under. Watch and old ones keep us safe. And in their ways. Old ones watch and old ones keep us safe. And in their ways. Old ones watch and old ones keep us safe. And in their ways. Old ones watch and old ones keep us safe. And in their ways. Old ones watch and keep us safe. And in their ways. Old ones watch and old ones keep us safe. And in their ways. Old ones watch and old ones keep us safe. And in their ways. Old ones watch and old ones keep us safe. And in their ways. I feel like I am struggling.
It came down beautifully. We have breached. So everyone's turned to go clockwise. For those of you who are direction challenged, they've been turning you that way. That's counterclockwise. That's counterclockwise.
The spell be mine. I wind, I bind, the spell be mine. I wind, I bind, the spell be mine. The spell be mine. I wind, I bind, the spell be mine. I wind, I bind, the spell be mine. I wind, I bind, the spell be mine.
Careful with her throat!
I wind, I bind, the spell be mine. 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 I wind, I bind, the spell is mine. I wind, I bind, the spell be 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 mine. I wind, I bind, the spell.
I can do it, man. Okay, everybody, here close.
Very close. Everybody come in close. We're going to do my chant.
Oh, right, my chant. All right, my chant.
Beltane was different this year. Everything feels different now. The world is rapidly changing around us. It's important now more than ever to connect to a power beyond us. I fear that while we are losing our humanity, we are eroding our connection to divinity. As Griffin talked about, we have to protect our sacred space. I'm so grateful to have a community of witches in SoCal where I can practice magic. Thank you to the Green Man for hosting this event. And if you're still watching this video, thank you so much for waiting till the end. Did you enjoy this vlog? Would you like to see more of these? Let me know below in the comments.